Hi. So for social media assignment 3, the business that I chose was Coca-Cola. So the reason that I chose them was because when I was researching, companies that had a poor social media presence, and then I, went on Instagram to confirm that. I did find that Coca-Cola didn't really have a very like inviting social media presence, so that's kind of why I chose them. I also really do like Coke, so I thought it was like an interesting brand that I could choose. So I actually did struggle a little bit with my social media audit. It was hard for me to find information about their Instagrams and Twitters. So for my Instagram, I can clearly go into my analytics and find out what the gender preferences of my followers, stuff like that, and my top posts and stuff. But when I went to go find that same information out for Coca-Cola, I did have a difficult time. So when I was doing my social media audit, I did have to leave a little bit of those things blank. I did find out that the Instagram and the Twitter both have the same handle. The Facebook one was a little different. They had a dash in between Coca-Cola. The bios were different between all three of the social medias. They had a more dominant presence on Twitter with 3.3 million followers, and then Instagram 2.7, and then Facebook was last, if I'm reading that correct. So their branding was up to date. They did post often. They were active. When it came to new followers, I wasn't able to find anything for Instagram and nor for Facebook, but Twitter, I was able to find that they get 120 followers per day that are new. It's kind of a low number, honestly. Their average likes on Instagram were 4.77K. All the accounts were verified, and they all had the same profile pic. So that was pretty much the gist of what I could find. I really couldn't find much about their top posts and stuff like that. So on to part 2. So for part 2, the two competitors that I chose to do my summary about was Pepsi and Dr. Pepper. So for Pepsi, I was able to find out, what their strengths, their weaknesses are. I was able to find out that they dominate the market with their brand, that they sell to many different countries, so that kind of expands their target market and allows them to sell to more people than just sticking to one country. Their weaknesses were that they provide a direct store delivery. Oh no, that was a strength, sorry. They were able to provide direct store delivery, which allowed them to faster restock in their products. So for their weaknesses, they have lawsuits due to additives that have been added into the Pepsi products that could possibly cause cancer to humans, but also just other harm as well. Also, because they are a Pepsi product, that's not a very healthy option for people that are trying to be on a diet or that are being health conscious. So that kind of eliminates consumers in that realm of things. I did think though that they did advertise their products in an effective way. They had videos and pictures, and honestly, by the pictures and stuff, it kind of invited me in as a consumer to purchase their products because it looked good. It looked delicious. It was, inviting. Dr. Pepper, them on the other hand, their strengths were that they have low and high calorie options because they have all different types of products. They have major beverage bottle contracts with major beverage companies. Their weaknesses were that they face strong competition with other brands that can alter their success. They lack technology and uses of analytics or data. So I mean, really, their threats were from the competitive pricing of their competitors and absence of brands on the retail shelves due to their poor distribution. So they struggle with, getting their products out and getting it on shelves. And compared to Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they're third to them. But I did think that they have a potential to be a great company, and definitely are in the running of being a competitor to Coca-Cola. So yeah, that's kind of what I summed up when I was doing my assignment 3. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed.